Hey, welcome to this video. You arrived here, you're pausing for a review of DataCamp, so I'll go over how it works, give you my 2 cents, whether I think it's a good use of your time. And if you'd like my free training and the number one simplest, fastest way to earn a full-time income from home, all you have to do is click the link below. You'll see my email opt-in page. Enter your best email. I could send you my free training if you want. DataCamp, let's dive in. So what it is, basically, it's a membership website that'll teach you various skills related to, data analytics and data science. You can see they have examples if you scroll down what you'd be learning. So learn Python, that's and R. Those are the most popular programming languages for data science. SQL, that's a language that allows you to pull data using queries. Power BI and Tableau are used for visualization to kind of bar graphs, pie charts, scatter plots, that sort of thing, to help convey information to people in a way that normal folks can understand. So if you're someone who has a job that requires data analysis and you're looking to upskill in that area, or maybe you manage a team of people and you want to train them on these skills, then DataCamp might be for you. Or maybe you're considering a career in data analytics or analysis or data science, and you're just trying to get your feet wet, get a basic understanding of what's involved, see if you like it. This also might be for you. But if you're looking for a career change or thinking this is going to be a one-stop shop that's going to get you a job, I just don't think that's realistic. I mean, to become a data scientist, you need let's just pull up a random job listing in my city. So data scientist, they're looking for 2+ years experience, master's degree in a quantitative field like computer science or statistics. You need to be an expert on all these languages, not just a dabbler, an expert, and so very specific experience. So I think it's going to be very difficult to break into this field. Now if you want to, now I would start out, now you can become a data analyst. That's kind of like a level below data scientist. But so the requirements aren't as, stringent, but it's still difficult to break into. You should have a degree in like a quantitative field, at least a bachelor's degree, and lots of experience in SQL and Tableau and Excel, I would say, for data analyst. So just understand that. And also you're gonna have to network and, know how to sell yourself, because it's not always just about the hard skills. It's also about, the soft skills. Those are just as important. Now, knowing the right people, to be honest, that's a big part of it too. And living in the right city. So there's a lot of factors that go into it. But if you are interested in DataCamp, then they have a very good reputation. They have 4.6 stars on Trustpilot, 4.2 on CourseSpot. Was it CourseSpot? It was one of the course review websites. And they have, and apparently 80% of Fortune 1000 companies use DataCamp to train their employees. That seems very high to me. I don't know if the statistics are right on that, but anyway, they're a great platform to learn from. Now, when it comes to pricing, you just come here. They have different memberships you can get into. They used to have 5, now it's 4, and so basic, the free version isn't going to give you that much. It only give you the first lesson of each course. You really need to get at least the premium membership, and that's going to be $12.42 a month. If it's billed annually, if you want to pay on a monthly basis, then it would be more expensive. It would be $39 a month if you want to be billed monthly. So I would just get the annual plan, and then but that's the first year. They're having some special deal going on now. Normally, it's $300 per year if you buy the yearly. So it's gonna auto renew after 1 year, and you can expect $300 to come out of your account. So $149 if you purchase now the yearly plan, and then $300 after that. So be aware of that. But I would get the yearly plan if you're serious versus just the monthly, because you'd be saving so much money. And then the free plan I wouldn't bother with unless you just want to kind of check it out, see what it's all about. But you'll have to eventually upgrade to at least this. If you're training like a team of people, then obviously get teams. But if you're just one person, I think most people watching this are, then I would get the premium. And you get lots of stuff, access to lots of different things full course library, 350 plus courses. Actually, it was over 400 courses when I checked this morning. They're always adding more. And this might sound overwhelming, like how am I going to complete all those courses? You don't have to complete all those courses. What I would do is start by going into a track, either a skill track or a career track. And you can see, like, if you want to be a data analyst specializing in Python, I would go with that track. Or maybe you want to, you just need to upskill for the job you already have, and you need to learn, the data literacy, basic data literacy, or Power BI, whatever the case. And then each of these tracks has different courses you would go through. That's like a condensed education. A career track is more it's more hours. Skill track, it would be less hours because there's less to learn. So don't think you have to go through all 400 courses. That would be quite overwhelming. Just depends what your goals are. Now, the training in here is quite good. It's mostly done by they're all experienced professionals, usually with advanced degrees from good universities. And some are better teachers than others, like tennis coaches. Some are great tennis coaches. Some tennis coaches aren't that great. And it's not always tied to how good they are at playing tennis. Same thing applies here. Some people can do, but some people aren't very good teachers. So it just depends, kind of the luck of the draw. Now, they also have different job postings and certifications up here, but I would not count on getting a job through here. There's been a lot of competition, and the people who have gotten jobs through here or other means, they have gone above and beyond DataCamp. They've gotten usually like a degree, an advanced degree. They've networked. They've worked on their own projects in their free time. They've learned not just the hard skills but the soft skills as well. There are people who got lucky and maybe they had an uncle who worked at a place who was able to find them a data job. But I think for the most part, it's going to be a matter of just getting the right education, doing projects on your own free time, and really, putting yourself out there, which isn't the most comfortable thing to do, but you have to do it. So what's my final verdict of DataCamp? Do I recommend it? What are the pros and cons? Well, the pros are it's very reasonably priced. I didn't put that down here, but it is very reasonably priced compared to some of the other membership websites like Coursera and some of these others. You don't need to download any software. It's all done on their server, which is another bonus. Good training for beginners, specifically in Python, R, and SQL if you want to learn those. Excel, there's only one kind of like a mini course, so you're going to have to go maybe to Udemy or some of these other platforms if you want to learn Excel, which is actually quite an important skill. I'm surprised they didn't have more Excel training. That's the one thing I would say they're lacking in. And the cons, I would say, a lot of training can be quite, depending on the subject, can be a bit shallow. Doesn't go into that much depth because, again, it's for beginners and not the intermediate to advanced. And a lot of the training is through text. It's just written text and not, although they do have lots of videos, a lot of it is also in text format, which isn't the best. I mean, to learn a new skill, I think video is the way to do it. But there you go. And then certificates aren't recognized. If you just put, I got my education from DataCamp, I mean, no employer is going to take you seriously if you don't have a degree to back that up, like in statistics or math or computer science, at least at the bachelor's level, ideally more at the master's. And then what else? And then it's just a difficult field to break into in general, data science and data analytics. The best way to do it, I would think, is if you already have a job. Maybe you work like at a big company, ideally. Most big companies these days, they will have departments that analyze data, but they might call it different things. They might call it Department of Business Analytics or risk or what? Maybe it's part of their IT department. Every company is different. But what I would do, I would talk to your supervisor as you're learning these skills. Say, I've been learning these skills. Is there, a department within our company that I can apply these skills? And that's the best way to do it, I think, because you already have an in. And most companies, they hire from within. They don't hire on websites like Indeed. That's gonna be almost impossible to break in that way, I think. So that's just a suggestion. But now here's a course I can recommend because I've taken it. If you want to become a data analyst, and that's where I suggest you start. Become a data scientist is like way up here. Data analyst, the barrier to entry is a lot lower, and I think it's more realistic for the normal person. So and they make good money. It's around, depends where you live, around 60,000 a year, I think. Data analyst, maybe more. And then you can always, eventually, hopefully use those experiences to become a data scientist. So this is the course, the complete Oracle SQL certification course. And he also has a more advanced course on top of that. But just check it out. And it's a very in-depth course. I never ended up using it myself, but I was able to learn SQL as a complete beginner. And is a very good course. It has great ratings. I'm not sure how many people have got jobs from it, but yeah, this is a great place to start. And it's only like $25 Canadian, so it's very cheap. So you can check that out if you want. And that's kind of my review of DataCamp. So, these are just my opinions. You can take them for what they're worth. So, my 2 cents. So, but look, maybe you're here not necessarily because you want to work in data science or data analytics, maybe, or work with data at all. Maybe you're just looking for a simple, reliable way to earn more money and, break into, that middle class lifestyle. And you think data is your golden ticket to doing that. Well, if that's you, and, maybe you want to be able to work remotely, work from the comfort of your own home, because I know a lot of people are interested in doing that. And a lot of these, big old school corporations still aren't allowing that for some strange reason. But anyway, but if that is you, you're here not necessarily because you're dead set on data analytics. You are just kind of looking for a way to, have like a middle class type career. Then what I suggest is click the link below. You'll see my email opt-in page. Enter your best email. I can send you my free training that'll detail a business model that you can actually do from the comfort of your own home. You don't need any special skills or experience to get started. No one cares if you have a degree or the right degree. The startup costs are very low. The profit margins are very high. It's a very simple, beginner-friendly business model. You don't need to be tech savvy whatsoever. You don't need to sell. And also there's lots of leverage and automation in place, meaning you don't have to be there all the time necessarily. It's not like a job where you're trading time for money. You're constantly having to deliver projects. With the right business model in place, you can be out fishing, hiking, spending the day with your family, traveling, and still be generating commissions in the background on autopilot 365 days a year. It was Warren Buffett, I think, who said, if you can't figure out a way to make money in your sleep, you'll continue to work until you die. So if you'd like to learn how I built out a very profitable online business and have taught students all around the world to do the same, definitely check out my free training below. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this review of DataCamp. Hope to see you on the other side of that link, and I hope you have a great day. Bye.